Hello, welcome to my channel. I am Doug. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, it takes me way longer to learn stuff and to pick things up than like a normal person. And then once I do get it, I usually end up excelling at it. I don't know if it's because it takes me so long to figure it out, but like at my work, let's paint a picture. Let's say you're at work, you're at the job, you're at the office, you're at the factory, the mill, the plant, and you've got to teach somebody how to do something, and they just will not get it. They just cannot understand. They do not pick it up. After so many attempts, you keep showing them, and they just do not get it, and you think to yourself, we hire idiots. Is this person like special needs or mentally deficient? What is this? He just is not gonna ever understand this. Idiot. And then 3, 4, 6 months later, that same person is not only better at you, he is the best in the whole company. And there's, I don't know, a whole handful of tasks that we all do as a group together that it took me way longer to understand it and pick it up than most people. And then once I got it, I became the best they've ever had. I became the prodigy of whatever that task was. And it's happened a bunch of times. I've had people that quit smoking that started smoking because they got so irritated by the fact that an idiot like me is 3 times faster and better than them. And they, were the ones that tried to teach me. And I wasn't picking it up. Now all of a sudden, I am godlike at the same task. I think it's because I struggle so bad to understand and learn shit that I use all different methods to help me grasp what's happening. I don't know. I usually end up being an idiot to start, and then an unbelievable prodigy once I figure the stuff out. It's the weirdest fucking thing. And hand cutting dovetails, I cannot get it. So I made a video the other day. I was just so upset because I cannot frigging figure out how to hand cut a dovetail. I can't lay them out. I can't cut them. And I was aggravated. And I shot a video right after, and I kept just bashing myself. It's because these goddamn dovetails. And they say it separates like a hack from a real craftsman. Dovetails. Most people do not use dovetail joinery. They're too difficult. And I never have. I've been using simple joinery, very simple. I have all the tools a modern dovetailer could ever wish for. The top of the line dovetailing equipment, and I still just don't. I can't get it. I just can't seem to get it. All the videos, all the books, all the instructions, unless somebody takes me by the damn hand and shows me how to do it, I will struggle forever. Yeah, and these dovetails are no different. And the thing is, I really want to learn them. They look so good. I mean, once people get good at it, the things that they can do, I'm not even able to really do them, but a lot of people contrast with dark woods and light woods, and it looks so damn good. And I cannot do it. Yeah, the 5-minute dovetail. I've only watched that one about 20 times. Yep. Just another task that I cannot fucking do. I'm not gonna give up though. I also came across some cool new tools. I was gonna do a whole video about it, a little new tool segment. these little drill bits that they came out with that countersink and have depth stops built in, all in one drill bit. So in the old days, you'd have to keep switching back and forth, or have a couple drills, one with the bit, one with the countersink. Now they have all come in one drill bit, which is really cool. These are the cheapest Chinese $3 drill bits ever made. I just wanted to kind of try them out before I get real good ones. Yeah, they countersink, and you can adjust the depth stop on them anywhere you want. It's pretty innovative. Cool little tool. And then for my little table build, I make too many noises. I made a whole bunch of these out of scrap at work. We had a bunch of scrap in our scrap bin. Pulled them all out, cut them into little slices, bent them in the 90s, and filled them full of nail holes. Or screw holes. There's a lot of them too. For the table build, so I can do the no-show hardware. We won't have any hardware at all showing. We use those brackets. Oh man, I just can't seem to get it. I don't know. I'm gonna keep trying. Eventually I'll figure it out. Most of the time, my joints, I like to do the rabbit joint, which essentially is knocking down half of the board, making like a little edge for the next board to sit on. And you picture these being one board, not two. That's what it would look like after you notch this and put a little edge on there. And that will give this other board a good stable joint. It was called a rabbit. That was my go-to joint, just notching out half of the one, and the other board would sit right in that notch. Any monkey could do that. I wanted to up it with a little something fancier, like these dovetails. And there are jigs that you can use machinery to make dovetails, such as bandsaw. Router's a big one, using a router. And there's all these metal jigs that you can follow. I want to do them by hand. I don't know. I just feel I should be able to accomplish that, and I cannot. I am struggling. I mean, I'm sure I'll get it eventually, maybe in 5 years from now. But it's just another thing that I suck at. It's amazing. Even with all the videos, even with specialty tools, and buy all the tools in the world don't make you a good craftsman, you know? That's the thing. Anyway, I'm gonna keep on trying. They sell special saws, dovetail saws. This is not a dovetail saw, but it's kind of similar. Coping saws for getting into the fine areas and cutting out the horizontal parts. Marking, I homemade a marking. There's a special marking gauge that a lot of woodworkers like to use, and I kind of homemade one. It's simple, out of a drywall screw and a good piece of oak. The idea is you use that. First, you set it to the exact depth of whatever you're working on, which in this case it is right pretty much very, very close. Yep. And you could use that for marking like this. So you take your screwdriver and you set the screw to the exact depth that you're trying to get, which is usually the depth of the other board. This way, you want it exact. And it can be tough to eyeball this. This is actually a little bit high, but for demonstrations, we don't need to have it exact. And you use that to mark out where it's going to go, and it'll give you an exact mark. instead of using like a ruler or a tape measure, I mean. But that's the idea. With the marking, I just sharpened up a drywall screw, and I should have it on. This is not a good piece of wood because it's not flat. I didn't realize that when I made it. You'll want as smooth and as flat as possible because you don't want it bouncing all over when you're putting that mark on there. But yeah, so you use that, you put your mark on. Where is the mark? Right here. And that'll show you where to start your cuts and how far in to go. And then there's different scales for different wood. Softwood, I guess, and hardwood use a different pitch. And I honestly do not remember which is which. I do not remember which is which. I don't know which is harder or easier. And that's the idea. There's really no sense in me even doing a demonstration with it because I can't even really figure out how to get them laid out right. If the first step in making dovetails is the layout. I can't even get that down. So I got a million videos to watch. I'll get it eventually. One of these days I will pick this up and then I'll do a video about making dovetails like I'm some expert. And it took me 6 months to even learn the simplest aspect of it. Then I'm making a video like I am the expert. But I've got a bunch of coffee to slam. I just woke up. I finally got a little bit of sleep. First time in days. But thank you for taking the time to check it out. Happy dovetailing and have a good day. Bye-bye.